Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Star Ocean. Last time we did our little sub-quest there with Prissy, and of course I've now gone back and undone all of that because I don't really feel like recruiting her. This time we're here in Tattery, and we're going to do a couple of things today. The first of which is going back to the battle arena here. Now, I'm going to start off with Radix and show off some of the new enemies that we're going to encounter here. Now we finally move up to the E rank, and everyone, well, pretty much everyone except for Millie should be able to do it without too much of a problem. I'd kind of like to gain some new text for Marvel before she goes in there too much, but with the training ability on, she should learn something, hopefully in the next round or two, which hopefully will she'll be able to do without any text. I don't want to go and, train her up yet, though I will be doing that soon enough. Now, even though I'm not doing the 2,000 and 3,000 damage that I was with the Extravagant Sword, having, some of this new gear that I managed to pick up, and do the item creation that I did, and just buying a better sword than the Sinclair, which I've been using for so long, it's not nearly as difficult to achieve decent damage as it used to be. And for the most part, going through here, we're way over leveled for this level in the battle arena. And there's a specific reason why I put off doing any more battle arena stuff. I'm just going to start fast forwarding through that. That guy doesn't do too much. He powers up and then attacks very similar to the Blue Wolf guy. But I don't think he hits quite as often. And speaking of Blue Wolf, here he is. Here. This is how he attacks. The other guy doesn't hit so many times, and I don't think he stuns you, but he basically attacks in a similar manner. Okay. Final battle. I'll get another one of these guys. So, again, for these guys, you want range. And yeah, at this point in the game, we're doing enough damage. Of course, I've got the Berserk Ring on, so normally I would do about 500 damage per hit, but the Berserk Ring's pretty effective for the battle arena, especially if you're going to attack from a range. Anyway, once we've completed another one here, we'll get another prize, which, if I recall, is not very important at all. And we'll be able to go on to the next level, which is the one I really want to do. What do we get? An herb set, which I think contains, like, something really useless that I'll never use. Now, I sold a bunch of excess junk off-screen. It'll be hard to explain exactly what I sold. Yeah, I think you get shadow flowers or something like that. And, oh yeah, and an Artemis leaf and a lavender, both of which I sold all of the ones I had because I wasn't going to use them. But yeah, I sold a bunch of excess weapons. As far as weapons, what I kept is obviously the Walloon Sword, since I'm still using it. I had far more long swords than I needed. I probably didn't need to duplicate any because of all the ones I had found that I hadn't identified yet, so I duplicated up to 10 hard knuckles for Iria. She, of course, still has her Cestus. For Fear, this was kind of a last-minute thing, but I decided to duplicate her Basilard, whatever this is. And she's, of course, still using that because it's her best weapon right now. But it's not particularly all that great. Neither is... Cestus isn't bad. The Walloon Sword is better than most and still not very good. As far as rods go, get rid of everything except for the crest rods. And she only has the one weapon, which you can't unequip until you actually get another weapon for her, so I guess you can't sell it. And you still have that. You have that. For the most part, I got rid of all the excess armor that I'm not going to use. Keep Brigandines, Dwarven gear, keep your Knight shields. We're going to get some better shields coming up real soon anyway. I sold all other helmets because I'm going to use Dream Crowns on everyone. I sold most of the excess legs that I had. Yeah, pretty much, if I'm not equipping it, I either don't have it or I'm not going to make use of it. Yeah, some leather. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get some new boots sooner rather than later. I know I will be able to get some more Dwarven gear for Ronixus, but I think Marvel's stuck on the leather boots for quite some time. So is Millie, unfortunately, which doesn't help her crappy defense. Anyway, let's move on to the next round of the tournament here. I want to see if I can get through a little bit of this now, as opposed to, instead of making it take up the whole video, because there are some other things I'd like to do. And let's just hold some fast forward there, because Ballerina takes far too long for my tastes. Let the battle begin. Who am I fighting? I am fighting one of these guys, or one of these girls, I think they are. Ow. That hurt. Yeah, not much can touch you. We're far over leveled for this one, and the last one, and probably the one after that too. It's kind of weird. The Ballerina is not particularly challenging, even at low levels, but there are certain enemies that just make it impossible to win, even at higher levels. Specifically, the final rank of this, the A rank, you can beat it probably at like level 45. I can't remember exactly what level I was when I was able to just demolish my way through it. But even though you can kill all the enemies really easily, you can't kill the final one because he petrifies you right away. So yeah, kind of a pain in the ass, kind of a dick move. Pretty much that's the only reason you're going to die in here at this stage of the game, is if you throw in a character who's level 7 like Millie, or if you get petrified. So yeah, kind of sucks. This guy's not even a boss this time around. This guy has nothing. Here, I'll use a tech on him. There we go. He's dead. And finally, 4 rounds of rank D. Next is the 5th and final round. What? Someone has jumped down to challenge. This is a new challenger. And a little graphical glitch there. Tinek Arukena? Whatever. Anyway, I can't remember. I think they called him T with a little apostrophe, Neek, as in technique kind of thing, or short for that. In this, I'm just going to call him Tinek, because that's how I pronounce that, because not worldly. And did that guy just turn into a wolf? Yes, he belongs to the race, and we've heard this race mentioned before, the Lycanthropes. Lycanthropes, whatever. And basically the idea is they're now all skilled in martial arts as well as being, werewolves. And so we have one of these opponents that isn't really part of the tournament. Wow, he's actually dealing damage to me. Oh, that's right, because I have half the defense, because the Berserk Ring. Alright, he is fast, as you see, but he's a little weak on the HP, so, yeah, we get some experience. We got Rice Ball. Well, I'm hungry. And for clearing rank D, now this guy will show up when you're fighting with Radix in the tournament after the 4 Emblems quest is started, and as long as you're at least the D rank, he will appear as the final boss of that rank or whatever. And for doing so, we get a jewel set, which I don't particularly care about. However, eventually, we get some extra dialogue. No clue, of course. Well, here he is now. So yeah, he's requesting to join the party, and oh yes, I am a big fan of Tinek. Not a lot of people that I've seen are. Yeah, I am a big fan of this character, and there's a specific reason for it, which we'll learn much later. But yeah, he comes at level 20. He uses a staff, as you saw in battle there, which is why I picked up. I guess I didn't need to pick up the halberd because I was getting the trisection staff before I got him anyway, but oh well. He equips armor very similar to Iria. He's kind of like the Asian martial artist kind of character. Let's give you some leather boots. And what else? Where are my... Where'd they go? Feet symbol. And do I have... You know what? I'm going to seriously consider giving him a Berserk Ring. He's a little under-leveled for it right now, but for now I'll just... Oh, okay, I guess you can't equip 2 of those. That's unfortunate. Give him a Mental Ring. Why not? Yeah, basically now I have the party that I want to train that are under-leveled. So Marvel, Millie, and Tinnick. Renexus, unfortunately, is not going to get much showtime, if any, because he just isn't that effective. He's not all that good, which is kind of unfortunate, but is what it is. He's a weak character as far as I'm concerned. He's better off attacking with his bow than he is with spells. But yeah, I'm going to use Tinnick to level up pretty much. You know, in the battle arena here, I'll do all the other ones that I've done with other characters. You don't need to do anything special with him. He has, he's fast, he has a long-range weapon. It's not like pure long range, but it's a long enough range. So yeah, I'll do that a little later, but for now, let's go to Astral. Now that we've started this quest, Fear still can't go there, but we can at least take the boat there ourselves. And they still have the ominous music playing. Now, I can't recall, can I do a private action in this city now? Let's find out. I cannot. Okay. Just wanted to check that out real quick. I don't think there's any other reason to stick around here, so let's get through our business and move along. Let's head to the castle. Yeah, we're kind of getting used to this by now. And they don't even bring the Chancellor out this time. Just like, screw it, let these guys through. We just had an assassination attempt, you know, all of a few weeks ago, but... Okay. Dismiss the surrounding guards. They're not surrounding, they're standing right there. Oh, whatever. I just like nitpicking the guards, just because it's a strange way of saying to get rid of the surrounding guards when there's only ever 2. Get rid of the guards. That's all he had to say. In regard to the Eye of Truth, what has been passed down through their royal family is not a physical object, but rather 4 short sentences. I'm not a big fan of this part of the quest here. It's kind of lame, but... Oh. Have courage, remain steadfast and resilient. Oh, I missed the first 2. Okay, whatever. Only natural, they were purposely crafted to be incomprehensible. And now Iria will repeat them for us. Thy fate thou must not grieve, until the era of future generations. Have courage, and remain steadfast and resilient. Now, little bits of philosophy these may be, or moral sayings, however you want to refer to them, but together they don't really mean anything. Well, we'll find out more about what they actually mean and what their purpose is quite a bit later. Like, you know, I don't know, in a few weeks? Probably won't be that long. It's part of the second to final dungeon, I believe. Anyway, so let's move through here, finish talking to you. Take this as well, the Astral emblem. Well, that was nice. Yeah, these guys all say the same thing. Now, have we been in the Astral Kingdom? Yes, we have. We have done all we needed to do here because we went down to the prison. Now, is there anything in the prison worth talking to? What, you're not going to get revenge on me for your replacement that I killed? Ah, whatever. At least with this prison, there's no secret entrance to get in and out. Yeah, so we already did... Can I move? Thank you. So with that being said, we can head back to the battle arena now and do some more stuff there, which pretty much is what I want to do. Go over here, take the boat. I don't want to walk back. That would be completely pointless at this stage of the game. Yeah, let's head back to Tattery. Hit up fast forward. Now, she's just standing there and you press the A button to talk to her and she rejoins your party. I'm not sure if you can actually leave her there or if you're prevented from leaving if she's not in your party or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, let's... I've done the 2 battles there. Should I brave the next one? Yeah, I think I'm probably good to brave the next one. If not, you know, whatever, I die. This is the important one, and I want to make sure that I get this one into this video, because it's kind of an important one, and I do want to do a bunch of the other characters off-screen. If there's anyone who's particularly interesting, like I might show off how to do it with, I don't know, maybe Tinnick because he's a new character, maybe Marvel once she learns some skills. Ow. That kind of hurt. Gain half that HP loss back after battle. And I believe we just get another soldier. That's a pretty effective way of dealing with enemies in here is Air Slash. It's pretty bad that at this point in the game Air Slash is still useful, and it's still just as bad as it was when we first got it. It really is not very good at all. Now, rank C, as you can see, has 3 soldiers, which they can do quite a bit of damage, especially if you have low defense. Remember that Radix's defense is cut in half, so most of the other characters won't have too difficult a time, even though they're not doing so much damage. And this guy, a big roly-poly bunny. I guess he's getting revenge because I didn't want him. Yeah, 100 experience. I don't know why he's in there. He's weak as all hell. And the final battle. Now, if I recall... Okay, I was thinking something else. Never mind. We have another succubus-type monster. Whoa. Whoa! Game, settle down. Jesus Christ. Okay, maybe the Berserk Ring is not so great. She would not normally do anywhere close to that amount of damage. Anyway, I gained a level. Woo! More important than that level, though, we finally get the best reward you get from the battle arena, and the reason why everyone should go through the battle arena as far as they possibly can, because, yeah, very useful items here. And what do we get? An armor set. Now, this is very important, and on top of the armor set, we get the 7-star secret skill. Actually, probably more useful than the gear, but the gear is really useful too. Now, unlike when we got the 4 Sacred Beasts and it just gave it to anyone who could make use of it, I think this one just... No, you can't get it anyway. Who else has access to that one? I think you do. Okay. Okay, no, he doesn't. Who else has access? Beard? Do you have access to 7-star? No. Okay, maybe it is just for Radix. I don't know. But yeah, he now has access to the 7-star. However, let's do some item creation here and identify what we got. That's just a piece of junk that I got from a random battle. Let's... Yay, another long sword. Ah, here we get Dwarven Mail, which is very nice. And far more importantly, Star Guard. The best shield in the game. Yeah, let's take a look at that. Yeah, 90 evade, 10 defense. Defense isn't great, but it's better than what I had. And more evade. Yeah, very, very useful. Beyond being just useful, even characters who normally can't equip shields can equip them. This is why it's the best shield in the game, and this is why it is so, so important to get, especially before we go to the next dungeons. The next dungeons are going to be a right pain. Let's see, how is everyone else going to fare in the upcoming, in the battle arena here? Iria is pretty much just going to be used the same way I've used her for quite a while now. As far as skills go, anything at range, hit with Qigong Fist. Anything that's not at range that you feel the need to take out with Tex, use Hyper Knuckle. Pretty much the way to go. Joshua, you know, you can spam his spells. Specifically, Ray won't be absorbed all that often, but we now have access to Earthquake as well, which can do a little more damage, so that's useful. He can of course heal himself, or you could try normal attacks. Marvel, she has Raven Orb, so she does have one tech. I forgot I even put that on, actually. Unfortunately, what Raven Orb does is, yeah, as the name suggests, it floats freely. Not really all that clear. I don't even know what this one really does. It looks like a ball just floats around the field and eventually hits the enemy. It has kind of like a random pattern, so I guess not a pattern, but yeah, that's pretty much all she has for now. For the most part, she'll be using her normal attacks. Renixis will be using his normal attack, and that's pretty much it. He has nothing else really useful to use, so Millie won't be doing anything here yet. Tinnick has Whirlwind Staff, and that's it for now. Okay, so I'll show some of his stuff. I'll probably skip like the first 4 or 5 rounds because they're just weak enemies, but I will definitely show off some of what he can do in the battle arena, and maybe a little bit with Marvel as well if she learns some techs. Fear, pretty much use her normal attack for everything. It's not all that difficult. She's strong enough now that she can take down most of the enemies there. So. Anyway, that's all for now. I'm going to do a bunch of battles here off screen and leave a few for next time, show you guys a little bit of that. On top of that, after we do that, I think we're going to head and do a couple of optional dungeons before we finally move on with the plot. So yeah, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.